over 2,000 pawnbrokers operating in the UK.
Hello.
Servicing asset-rich clients.
So the first is a tag or a watch.
Okay.
Looking for alternative ways to release their cash.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
Jet-setting pawnbroker James Constantino is accustomed to closing big money deals all around the world.
I'm happy to present you with an offer of 100 grand.
Whoa!
A massive part of the business is set up to get global clients, and it's really important that we are able to travel around the world to look at some of these high-end assets.
We can offer you £15,000.
What?
It never ceases to amaze me what we get offered. We've had whales vomit, fighter jets, and even a pair of Queen Victoria's knickers.
It's another day at head office in London's Hatton Garden for boss James and long-standing assistant Joe.
Do you like my new shoes?
Have you been round raiding Dr. Bernardo's?
James, these are my new shoes. I love them.
They're really smart, yeah.
I can walk really fast in these.
Oh, can you? Oh,
Yeah.
lovely, yeah.
I think they're a bit young because they're so bright.
Young, I wouldn't have said young, no. They look like a couple of pita breads. They're terrible.
Accessories can mean big money. Today, designer handbag expert Claudia has had an inquiry from overseas.
Well, this is an email that I've just had through from an American lady who lives in Germany. She's got some really unique handbags that she'd like to sell. I haven't had a customer from abroad before, so it's quite interesting.
Handbags started off as a little gimmicky sideline for us, and we weren't really taking it that seriously, but over the years it's grown to a massive part of the business.
There's some nice items here. There's like a Pinky Python handbag. It's gorgeous. It's so different and unusual. Would suit my character, fruitful and bright. She sounds really interesting, this lady. I'm really kind of excited to even speak to her just to see what her story is, really. I'm sort of, you know, hoping that this one could make me fly out to Hamburg and have a look.
Over in Germany.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? C'est moi.
44-year-old Corinne relocated to Hamburg from New York 3 years ago.
Peanuts, Erdnüsse, Flauschi. When I moved to this place, all these amazing songbirds started coming out, greeting me. Flauschi, I call the Buddha Jay because he's so round and fluffy. I always say Flauschi, so he'll do ee-oo, ee-oo. Then there's Diablo, who looks like a little devil. He looks at you skeptically. He's like, growing up, I didn't actually have a childhood because I was what they call a child prodigy. I was winning my first competitions at 7, playing the piano on television with 8, performing as a soloist in Europe with a big orchestra by the time I was 10. Started having fun for the first time in my life in my 20s. So vogue. I really did live a most privileged life in New York. I feel very Great Gatsby.
When she lived in New York, Corinne mixed with high society movers and shakers.
My parents growing up hosted the most incredible parties. They were legendary. Everyone was there, from United Nations ambassadors to European princes and princesses and whatnot. This I wore to the Met Opera to walk the red carpet, where half of Hollywood was also present. It's like the Oscars all the time.
During Corinne's mid-30s, her glamorous lifestyle stopped when her mother became ill.
She completely derailed with very aggressive dementia, Alzheimer.
After a number of years of illness, Corinne's mother died in America, leaving her with extensive medical bills.
A good $1.5 million US, so basically $1 million sterling. I still owe about 30,000 sterling in medical costs. It's really hard to know that this is still hanging over my head.
Corinne's hoping that selling her collection of 9 designer bags will help pay off some of the debts.
This one here is a very special Chanel. It was found for me by a special lady who actually was the personal shopper for Lady Diana. And only 3 were made in the world. I ended up spending a good £4,000 on it. So this is a chrome hearts bag. No comment what I paid for this.
Karine wants between £3,000 to £4,000 for the bags.
I'm really hoping that the bags will work their magic and everything relating to my mother can rest in peace.
Over the last 6 years, James has dealt with hundreds of vehicles.
This is what it's all about.
And has found a way to test drive most of them.
I have some of that.
His right-hand woman, Jo, prefers to take things a little slower.
Oh, God, James, I don't like it!
Today, James has had a new 4-wheeled inquiry.
Here, Jo, have a look at this. Just come in, a little Porsche. Lovely,
Porsche.
well, an average size Porsche, but look at it.
Crikey.
It's nice, isn't it? It's been done up to the nines. The owner's an absolute fanatic, and he's looking to sell it. So I want to get down there and have another little go at this one.
That's an old type, isn't it?
No, what it is, it's an 80s one, but it's been done in a retro style. So he's done it in a sort of 70s colour, and he's looking for £90,000. It's a lot of money.
Wow.
But he's spent a fortune on it. I mean, everything has been done to this thing. It's a one-off. You can't really get another one like it. So,
Right. They look a little bit like they're smiling at the front.
okay,
Yeah, well, you'll enjoy that, won't you? You really will.
I will. I'll enjoy that day out.
Big lump of money, though.
Yeah,
Massive, isn't it?
it's a big lump of car.
I worry a lot about James's decision-making when it comes to shiny motors. Yeah, I'm always concerned that he's going to do this random purchase and be ruled by his heart, and I'm like, no, please.
How you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
Been in long?
No, not really.
The Porsche 911 belongs to brothers Tony and Dan.
Yeah, working with Dan, it's cool. We get on. We don't get on each other's nerves. And if we do, we head off to a
I
call.
go home.
Yeah, he goes home, or I storm off, but it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, no, we're 2 peas from the same pod, really, so we get along pretty well.
Yeah, but I'm the oldest, so I'm the governor.
Yeah, well, Dad still thinks he's the governor.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the problems come from.
All right, boys. I was the big boss for ages, and I built all this empire and give it to my sons. It's all theirs now. I don't do nothing.
Yeah, I'll get Joey.
The family have run their storage facility empire for 4 years after swapping city life for the Surrey countryside.
Yeah, the whole site's ours. So we've developed it to what it is now. It was a lot of hard work. As you come out of London a bit, things do slow down a bit. London's so hectic now.
Yeah, working down here is so much more tranquil.
It's just a complete change of environment and lifestyle. The hardest thing we've got to deal with is my dad, isn't it?
Now Tony and Dan have their eyes on starting a sideline business, refurbishing their favourite cars.
This is an original Porsche, 1982, 911 SC. This is exactly what we're looking for.
Can easily be changed and modified.
What I'd like to do with it, do a black version of that. It's just a mean-looking little car. What I'd need to begin with is at least 30,000 for your specialist tools, your ramps, lifts, and obviously that money is tied up in the car.
They've completely stripped and refitted an old Porsche, using original parts to create a shiny new bespoke vehicle.
There was lots of ups and downs, there was some change of plans and stuff like that along the way that you get with a project like this. But I think all in all, the finished product, it's definitely worth the wait. If James can get me in the region of 85,000, then that's going to release some money, move the business along. Hopefully this will do all the talking, you know? That's the plan.
But will James be able to find a buyer for the one-off Porsche and help them get their fledgling business off the ground? For the past 6 years, pawn shop boss James has been involved in deals worth millions.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
It's a watch which belongs to Elvis Presley.
I've got a Louis Vuitton bag, a Gucci bag.
We've got to be able to sell it. I think what drives James every day is the idea of making money. It's that simple for him.
Well, cheer me up. Let me see what's in the bank.
If money's being made and James is happy, then that energy and that happiness filters down to all of us.
You know the rolled-up Banksy?
Yeah?
In the big, long tube? Sold it.
I know you did.
Oh, you know about that, do
Yeah.
you? All right, you don't know everything.
I
though,
said
do
well done to you. I congratulate you because you actually did that one yourself.
Yeah, but don't you issue any sort of certificates or anything?
We get you a little badge.
Yeah, a little rosette or something would be nice. Yeah,
You are the
thanks.
greatest, yeah?
Yeah, cheers.
The business now stretches across 3 branches. In Richmond, new staff member Delith specialises in jewellery and has just received an unusual collection.
I'd say that's pretty bling. It's very unusual design. Amazing, really. It's almost like a sculpture. And now it's stuck. There are so many pieces here in different styles and different designs. This one's quite unusual. Big clashing colours, huge ring. That's a really big look. Somebody that wants to be noticed, that one.
The jewellery belongs to 39-year-old Brazilian bodybuilder Danny.
All right, let's go. 1, head up. 2.
I train at least 6 times a week, twice a day. I train from 9 to 12. It's hard, but I really enjoy it.
A couple of years ago, Danny split up with her partner of 13 years.
I met my ex when I was 24. I met here in London. I was on a party with some friends. He's a banker. He was very wealthy. So I met him, and after some months we moved together. We used to shopping a lot. Haute couture dresses, all the big names. That's a nice dress, huh? This is very glamorous. I used to spend like $35,000, $40,000 in one day shopping. Posh.
When she's not pumping iron, Danny lives with her sister in London and works as a personal shopper.
That's nice.
That's from our new collection.
Okay, that's great. She might like this one. Oh, I love personal shopping. This is for me like it's double the pleasure. So I can buy and I can make other people happy. You know, it's great. And you have really, really nice stuff here. I love it.
Now, with her focus on bodybuilding, Danny is preparing for her first contest.
To be a bodybuilder, like, costs a lot, you know, all the supplements and all the stuff you need for the competition, you know. I need hair extensions. I do. Oh, look at the difference. Look, I look like a monster.
Your body is amazing.
Oh God, such a big ass. You need makeup, you need your hair done, you need your spray tan, shoes, and the bikini. A really good one can go to like 700 pounds. So the bikini looks good.
To get the cash she needs, Danny wants to sell 24 pieces of jewellery from her old life.
I'm gonna sell everything. I don't want anything. Doesn't mean anything. I need the money. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I need at least 4,000 pounds, you know, because I have to get to the show and I have to pay my bills. To be a bodybuilder, you need a lot of money. So it's not easy.
With bills and the competition to pay for, will there be any value to the unusual jewellery?
And this is the way I like it.
At the Hatton Garden branch, James has got another type of Brazilian to contend with.
James, do you want my Brazil nuts?
I'm in a relationship.
Very funny. No, you like these, don't you? I don't like them.
They're all like you, aren't you? Bring them in your sweaty little paws.
They're not sweaty.
That's what you get. 5 years of loyal service.
really, really nice day.
500 miles away, handbag expert Claudia has just touched down in Hamburg. She's on her way to see socialite Karine and her designer collection.
It was my first overseas trip to go and see a client, and there was a little bit of pressure put on there because obviously I wanted it to go well. She's got some amazing handbags that I can't wait to go and see, and yeah, I think it'll be worth my trip. They are pretty unique and special.
Depending on how many of the bags, about 3,000 to 4,000 pounds would be great. I am just keeping everything crossed, even the eyes.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Hamburg.
Thank you.
Wow,
oh my God,
you're
you look
stunning.
amazing. Look at this place, it's beautiful. Where would you like me to sit?
So I think you get the ultimate world's most comfortable chair.
Thank
And
you.
it swivels.
Oh, gosh.
So you can do a whole James Bond number here. So here's the treasure chest.
Oh, can't wait.
I would say, to start with my personal favorite, I never thought I would part with it. I think it's only made once.
Okay.
At least that is what, Bergdorf Goodman told me in New York.
Okay. Wow, I've not seen one like this actually. That's gorgeous, isn't it?
This is my most iconic, unique bag, I would say. This is the extraordinary
Lady
Chanel.
Di bag, right?
She actually had been the personal shopper for the Princess of Hearts, for Lady Diana in Paris, when Lady Diana shopped at Chanel.
Oh, there's my favourite one. It's actually smaller than I expected it to be. It looks bigger in the images.
And it's python, right?
Oh, that's so gorgeous. Sometimes when I'm dealing with all these bags, it's so difficult to not take them all home.
And it's my little piece of candy.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, you want to bite
like
into it, right? And so I believe it's a one-of-a-kind from Zac Posen.
That is beautiful.
I've never seen
such
another
a delicate chain as well, isn't it? This is stunning. I wouldn't mind this for myself.
I mean, you can pull off any bag. And with the black you're wearing...
That's the problem.
Yeah,
they always go with everything, don't they?
And that I never wore.
Wow, it's like it's brand new. Oh, wow. You've got a really nice collection here. I'm jealous. I'm going to need a little bit of time to go through every individual bag a little bit more thoroughly. And then, yeah, we'll have a chat afterwards, see what we can do.
Of course.
These bags are outstanding. I mean, they really are gorgeous. Every single one of them. This cute Dior, which I absolutely love. I think it's gorgeous. They're in amazing condition. These are unique pieces, so it's really difficult to put a price on them.
Claudia will now have to decide if the unique bags are worth the £3,000 to £4,000 that Karine is seeking.
There's probably nothing that we wouldn't really consider.
It looks like from science fiction movie.
We would absolutely look at anything of value.
There's a 70-year-old bottle of Evian water. Would you be interested?
Not really thirsty.
No? So we're not interested then?
That is true, almost. I can't think of anything we wouldn't look at. So if it's Evian and it's 70 years old, it's probably got some value.
What is the benefit of it being 70 years old? It's not fine wine.
In Weybridge, James has recently appointed Helen as branch manager. And today, she's dealing with another liquid asset.
Hi, hello.
Hi. How can I help?
I've got some wine.
Right. Okay.
It's a Chateau Lafite, 2001.
Okay. What are you looking to do? Are you looking to sell or to loan against it?
No, I want to sell it.
To sell it?
Absolutely.
Okay. If I pop out and have a little look.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay.
I haven't actually opened it.
Okay.
So no doubt you'll want to look at it. And I've got a certificate there from Laithwaite's
Okay.
proving that I bought 2 cases.
Right. What are you looking for the wine?
Well, I need to buy a new Learjet.
Okay. Right. Well, what we'll do, if it's okay with you, we'll receipt the wine for you.
Okay.
We'll do our research, and then we'll come back to you with an offer.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll get you where you need to be.
All right, Helen, that's
Okay.
great. Thank you
Lovely
very much.
to meet you.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, well, she was a very nice lady, wasn't she? I'm not sure I'm going to get the money for the Learjet, though.
The vintage Chateau Lafite belongs to wine enthusiast Nigel from Berkshire.
I don't need any excuse to drink any wine at all. Bloody hell, that was good. You can have wine at any time. Yeah, I got it in. I think probably the best one I bought was a Chateau Petrus, probably the most expensive wine that you can buy. I shall drink it soon. Where's the ball? Come on, go and get the ball.
At 69, he has 2 sons at university and is now semi-retired.
You must be getting hungry too. Here, Maya, for someone who's not keen on dogs. Yeah, I've grown very fond of her, actually. Where's the squirrel? My boys did well in their exams, you see. They said, can we have a dog, can we have a dog? I wasn't keen on it. She's going to probably kill me one day, this thing. Here. Go on, then.
Nigel developed a passion for the grape when he bought property on the west coast of France.
Aren't you interested in the photos? We purchased this in April '99, and I loved it. It was a small apartment, had fabulous beaches. We had some fabulous times there. I felt that whilst I was in that part of the world, I should try and look for the best wines I could possibly afford. I just had an interest in it, how it was produced and where it was made. And now I don't store it, I drink it. 2 glasses a night, or 3. But I do like a nut or a bit of cheese. She only eats lobster.
In 2001, Nigel pre-ordered 2 cases of Chateau Lafite for £450 a case, straight from the winery. 2 years later, it was delivered.
I'd forgotten nearly about it, and then there's a knock on the office door and there's a delivery bloke with 2 cases of wine.
You couldn't possibly squeeze 1 bottle out for your birthday party, could you?
I've been trying that for the past 5 years.
You know, I think I've got to go. I've got a lot to do today.
Come to drink's mine.
In Harrod's wine store downstairs, their highly prized chateaus are in an air-controlled room. I keep mine under the sink.
Nigel has already accessed his sink cellar and opened one of the cases of wine.
I've had the pleasure of having it. It's been great fun, but I've been very lucky to have tried it.
But now he's keen to cash in on the remaining case of 6 bottles.
The main reason I want to sell it is I've got 2 boys at university. The university fees are horrendous, so they'll come out with something like a £40,000 debt each. Here I am sitting on a couple of £1,000s worth of wine, which I don't think is quite fair, really. So whatever price I can get for this will go towards their university fees. They're obviously going to do their research on it, but I think the minimum I accept is about roughly £3,000.
Nigel is hoping the wine is now worth over 6 times what he paid for it, but will Helen agree? The pawn shop sees a steady stream of clients hoping to turn their precious metals into hard cash.
I don't know if that's silver or white gold. I think it might be silver.
We can search it out for you, not a problem.
Yeah. What would you like to do? Pawn it or sell it?
No, sell it.
I don't really ask why my clients need the money, but it has been for dental fees, school fees, divorce lawyers, almost anything.
60, 80, 90, madam.
At the Richmond branch, gemologist Delith and branch manager Monica have been set the task of appraising the jewellery collection belonging to bodybuilder Danny.
Monica, this is the jewellery I was telling you about that came in quite a few pieces here. There's 11 different rings.
Kind of unusual shapes.
Some of it's really unusual. It's all the same brand with a couple of exceptions. It's a company from Lebanon. The fact that the jewellery is Lebanese doesn't really make a difference from the appraisal point of view. It's more a case of assessing the stones as you would approach any other valuation. It's exactly the same process. This is a lovely ring. I think somebody would love that. Just needs a bit of a polish up. Unfortunately, this one, in the same style, a lot of the diamonds, there's a couple missing. Some of them are broken and some of the pink sapphires are broken. So unfortunately, that one's just going to be the cost of the metal. The pieces with the coloured stones, these black diamonds and these irradiated blue diamonds, unfortunately, don't have a massive value. They're great for the designer to make something different, but there's not a huge value in those. The one thing that does stand out is this lovely pear-shaped diamond.
I like it.
It's beautiful.
I think
it's a really
the most from everything.
One thing is it's a big diamond, which I've calculated to be around 2 carats in size. So there's a reasonable amount of value in there. And the other thing about that one is because it's relatively plain, it will appeal to more people. So there's more chance of selling something like that. Whereas some of these more unusual things have a smaller, more limited market because
and you cannot recycle.
You're relying on people's taste. Yeah, you're absolutely right. With regard to the resale of some of those items, I'm not really sure. I think some people will really love them, and because they are completely different in the UK market, they might be really, really popular. On the other hand, they might be a little bit more difficult to sell. I don't know.
Boss James doesn't mind special items with a limited market. He's on his way to test drive a one-of-a-kind Porsche.
I'm off to see Tony today. We'll be taking a look at some of his stock. He's got a 911, an early 80s car that he's completely renovated. It's done in a retro style. It looks the business in the pictures. He's looking for £90,000 for this car. I mean, it's not an easy one for us because it's not a standard bit of kit. And as such, you can't put it in your local paper and expect to sell it. And that's where I come in, and hopefully I can bring someone to the table.
Brothers Tony and Dan need at least £30,000 to get their business of creating bespoke Porsches up and running.
Be a first stepping stone in the right direction.
Yeah, the end result is absolutely fantastic. And but to get them like this, you need money, and hopefully James is the link we need to get it for us. Who is? James, how you doing, Tony?
Hi,
nice
how
to
you
meet
doing?
you.
This is one of your bad boys, is it?
Yeah, it certainly is, mate. The idea is to make them like into a car that you don't see them on the road.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, you don't really see many of those poodling around, do you? Yeah.
All road legal, or if you want to have a bit of fun, take it to the track and hold on tight.
We always like a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Where's the car in question?
I'll show you. It's just in here. It's just in here.
Yeah, it's nice, that, though.
Yeah, it's lovely.
No, it's...
fantastic.
It's definitely a star of the show. Mid-80s 911, totally stripped back down to the bare minimum. It's based, the look, on a 74 3-litre RSR race car.
When you see it in the flesh, I mean, it really is the business, isn't it?
You're not going to see anything like this on the road.
No. Oh, well, I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it's a lovely day out there. What's the chances of us taking it around the block?
Well, I think if you've got the balls to take it out, I think we'll give it a bash.
The sound of that Porsche was absolutely incredible. It made the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end.
All right, mate?
Yeah, lovely.
Here she is. Good luck.
Cheers. Right, here we go. I absolutely love what I do. I enjoy coming to work and I enjoy playing with these high-end assets. Sounds phenomenal, doesn't it? It's unbelievable.
It's the nuts. Get a few looks from cyclists and people walking their dogs.
Yeah. They don't really count though, do they?
Nah.
Dog walkers and cyclists.
Nah.
So last season.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get up to the 40, give it the beans, there's all flames coming out of the back. Oh, it's like Mad Max.
I've seen a Turner jumping on the bonnet. There were times out there when I wanted to put the pedal to the metal and I had to rein it in a little bit.
Just don't get bored of it, do you?
You can't help it, can you? It's like a disease.
It's a disease, right?
You can't be weaned off on medication, can you?
There's no graceful way out, unfortunately. Enjoy?
There's definitely an art in getting out of that.
There is, mate.
All right, well, look, I'll get back to the office. I'll do some work on the numbers and a bit more research, and I'll come back to you if that's all right.
Sounds great.
Cheers for today,
Thank you very
chaps.
much, James.
Cheers. See you later. Bye.
Thanks very much. Great stuff.
In Weybridge, Helen's conducting some research of her own.
Lawrence, come and have a little look at this. An inquiry I've got on some
exciting.
wine.
Oh, wine.
Have you dealt with the wine before?
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Any advice? Because I'm pretty new to
Well,
this.
what I usually do with wine is actually I email it to somebody else to do and pretend I never received the email.
And then shred the evidence.
And then shred the evidence.
Right. James is a really great entrepreneur, and obviously he's in the business to make money. So there is that pressure that obviously you want to do your best for James.
First thing you want to do is actually work out if the wine's worth anything. So just click on the one that you want. If you look at that, it's gone right up. So it sort of peaked in 2011.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I'll tell you what I might do is go and speak to Eric and just read off the list you've got and just say if it's of interest, because he will know straight away. Good afternoon, Laurent speaking. How can I help?
Dealing with wine can be notoriously difficult. It's all about the chateau, the vintage and the condition. If you don't get those three things right, you can be in a lot of trouble.
Helen's heading out for a second opinion from wine expert Eric.
We need to have the wine verified to confirm that it is what it says it is. Obviously, Nigel has given us the invoice, but anything could be in the box. And Nigel's looking for £3 for the wine. I've done a bit of research online. You know, this is an expensive wine, but we'll see what we can get for him. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Helen, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well indeed, thank you.
Good, nice to see you.
Good to see you too, good to see you too.
So the Chateau Lafite has come in.
Shall I crack that open?
Yeah,
and have a look at it?
definitely.
I mean, just say markers on the outside, already looking quite good.
Brilliant. The most I've paid for a bottle of wine is about £20, and that's an expensive bottle of wine.
There we are.
Excellent.
So it looks perfectly intact and all good. Let's just get out one of these bottles and just check. And there we go. Chateau Lafite, Rothschild, 2001. So one of the key things you always want to look at is the level within the bottle. And we call it the ullage, essentially. And the better it's been stored, the less you're going to have of it. So in some wines, if they've not been well kept, the ullage goes right down. And the problem with that, of course, is if it goes down, it means you've got more air in here. So there's more chance of the wine spoiling. So the mere fact that it's right at the top means it's going to be spot on. So it's possibly the most important fact when you're looking at a wine to determine what the quality is without actually opening the cork. I think you've got terrific wine here. 2001 was a very good vintage. Unfortunately, it was a little bit overshadowed by 2000, which was a phenomenal vintage. Okay. Personally, I'll drink it.
How it's intended.
Exactly that, yeah. There we go.
Thank you, Eric. Lovely to see you.
Great to see you
I'll
too.
Be in touch with you.
Fantastic.
Once I spoke to the client.
The wine is a decent vintage, but is it good enough to get Nigel the £3,000 he's looking for? In Hamburg, Claudia is appraising a collection of rare designer handbags belonging to New York socialite Karine.
I measure the bags because all styles come in different sizes, and it's always nice to know which model and which size you're pricing.
Karine is hoping to raise between £3,000 to £4,000, which will allow her to pay some of her mother's medical bills from America.
I'm a little nervous, of course. I'm really keeping my fingers and toes crossed that the £3,000 to £4,000 is feasible.
They are unique pieces, and in some ways it's a good thing because you've got a unique piece and it's exclusive, but in other ways, when it comes to second-hand selling, these items aren't for the mass market at all.
After a complete inspection and with a plane to catch, Claudia is ready to make an offer.
Sit here. Why don't you try out my comfy sofa?
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you.
Flauschie, my little guardian angel.
Oh
he always comes by when I'm nervous.
Oh, really?
And when he feels that I'm anxious about something or upset.
Oh, I'm so glad I saw him.
Guardian angel. I just have to say, you look so stunning on my furniture. I'm going to have to keep you here for decoration.
Well, I'm quite comfortable, so... OK, we've done a lot of work on this. You know, it's not guaranteed that we're actually going to, actually sell the bags because they are so unusual. The secondary market goes for a particular, you know, type of style. The classics sell more than the unique, unfortunately. I think we would be able to make you an offer for all of them as they are for around £3,500.
I'm thrilled about that.
Oh, good. So that's a yes then?
So that's a solid
Yay!
yes.
No 10. Brilliant. It actually went a lot better than I expected and anticipated. Give me a hug.
I'm actually happy to let them go. I notice they kind of get to me because they bring up other memories to New York. It's just past that life, and I just want to move forward. And yeah, I can thus take care a little bit more of my mother's medical costs. So there's always hope.
In the East End of London, James is on his way to revisit Tony and Dan's Porsche.
Tony's looking to sell the vehicle for £85,000–90,000. It's a hell of a lot of money. It really is so specialised that at this moment in time, I don't know what the thing's worth. That's the truth of the matter.
He's arranged to meet up with expert Alex to pin down a value for the bespoke vehicle.
Wow, it's a nice one, isn't it?
What do you think?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
See the interior. Oh, yeah, this is probably done. This is really probably done, this one. James, this is one of the nicest ones I've ever seen, actually.
What for you does it?
All of the panels are very, very straight. There's no ripples in them. The quality of the paint job is excellent. Custom-made wheels, even to the point where they've gone for the lightweight glass, the roof.
So this is a saleable item then?
Definitely a saleable item.
Yeah.
And it's probably mad to drive.
It is quite mad to drive, I'll tell you that. Put a smile on my face, I'll tell you. Getting in and out of it at my age was a little bit of a struggle, but I don't know how you'd fare in that respect.
You fall in and you fall out of these. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
A bit like love.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll have a chat with Tony and see if we can get something done.
Lovely. Good luck.
Cheers. Thanks, mate. I now know what I'm dealing with. It's a matter of getting back to the office, making the calls, doing some more work and presenting Tony with options.
At £85,000, can James find a quick buyer for this ultimate boys' toy? To make an offer on 6 bottles of Chateau Lafite. Wine lover Nigel paid £450 for them in 2001.
From what the specialists have said, from when Nigel would have bought the wine, he's definitely made a profit. Their information was that this is now the time to drink this wine and to enjoy it. So whether Nigel's willing to not drink it for this price, we'll see when I make the call.
I'm looking to get round about £3,000, upwards of £3,000 for the wine. The reason for selling the wine is to help my boys through university. Every little helps, as they say. Good morning.
Hi, Nigel, it's Helen. I'm calling regarding the wine. We've done a lot of research. And we've shown it to quite a few buyers. And they said that it was in, you know, the perfect sort of condition. They'd expect to sort of want to buy this type of wine. So that's really good. For your particular wine, the 2001 vintage, it's now at its sort of a good time to drink the wine. Less of a sort of investment piece. Have got a price for you. You can actually purchase the wine now for less than you wanted to achieve on the wine. We would be able to offer you £1,700.
OK. Well, it's a very kind offer, but I think I'll decline it this time. Well, listen, thank you very much for all your efforts.
You're very welcome, Nigel. If you need anyone to help you get through the wine, you know where I am.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Oh, lovely. OK, take care, Nigel.
All right, Helen, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know, it's quite a bit less than really what I wanted. Probably a bit ambitious on the 3, but had it been another 1,000, then I think we could have done a deal.
He's made money on the wine. It just unfortunately wasn't the figure that he was looking to get to.
But I've still got the wine. I haven't lost anything. I've still got the wine to drink if I choose to drink it. And you never know, the boys might be pleased I didn't get rid of it.
In Richmond, Danny is hoping to raise enough money from her jewellery collection to fund her first bodybuilding contest.
I want her to be pleased and I want to have a good result for the company, but I don't know what she's expecting, so I don't know how she's going to react to what I've got to say.
I'm really nervous today. £4,000 is my minimum, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sell for that. I need the money for my competitions. It's gonna be my first time. I'm gonna compete like bodybuilding competition, and it's very expensive. I'm gonna be fine. Everything's gonna work out. I have faith on this. Let's go. Hello.
Hi, Danny, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I've gone through everything in quite a lot of detail. It's really unusual. There's loads of really nice pieces here. But they are, for that reason, they are relatively limiting for the UK market.
It's not for everyone.
There's one piece that stands out in here. This is very saleable in the British market, this pendant. Do you have an idea what the size of the diamond is?
I don't know.
No. I calculated it to be about 2 carats.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's a good size stone. I do have a figure for you.
Okay.
And that figure is £6,000.
£6,000. That's cool.
That's good.
That's
fantastic.
Good. That's good.
Good. Is that going to be enough for you for your
Yeah,
bodybuilding?
it's going to help me a lot.
That's going to help a lot.
Yes,
Fantastic.
that's it.
I'm really pleased to hear
New
that.
life starts again.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye, Danny.
I feel good because I got the money. Now I can pay my bills and I can go through with my competition.
I wish her every success with that. She must be very, very disciplined. And I hope that the money goes a long way to helping her achieve that goal.
This is it. New life. New chapter of my life.
In Hatton Garden, Tony is about to find out if James has sourced a buyer with at least £85,000 for his one-off Porsche. Tony needs £30,000 to kickstart his business.
It's not an easy one because it's a bespoke item. I mean, it really is a one-off. I've looked into almost every possibility and I've now got to relay the news back to him.
There's always that little bit of anxiety before I get the meeting, but fingers crossed we can have a bit of good news coming my way, yeah?
You all right, Tony?
Hello, mate.
How are you, mate? How are you?
Mate.
Got your green, look like we're at a Dunkirk reunion.
The brothers.
Well, look, we had a fantastic day out in it, didn't we, when I come down?
Yeah.
And I know we went through, we both realised that we both were a little bit ill. So I've been giving that some thought, and I thought we might get a little bit of discount on group therapy. I don't know how you feel about that.
That's how it goes.
So,
okay.
Well, look, basically, we've gone to work on it, as you know, and we've shown it to a number of people, and they've all been super impressed with it. Some of them have come back saying that it's the best one they've seen. A lot of people would like to have the car and show it to their clients, so that we've got people queuing up for that.
Mm-hmm.
But as of today, we haven't got a buyer for it.
Yeah, okay.
What we're able to do, if you need to raise cash to promote the business or take it forward, is we can actually lend you 50 grand against it, secured against the vehicle, and and we can that way market it for you. So if you were to give us the car, we'd give you the 50,000. Whilst it's with us, we'll put it out there, and I reckon we'll get it sold quite quickly.
That sounds fantastic.
Well, that gives you, it gives you options then, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it'll really help us out and get us off and running, the first sort of steps in it. So, yeah, no, I appreciate it. That sounds fantastic. James, you're a star.
Thanks for coming in.
Fantastic.
Right, mate. Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. That went really, really well. I'm really happy with that, and it's going to really help me out. Me and Dan, we're going to be well happy with that. So, yeah, I'm buzzing at the minute.
I think it went really well with Tony. I mean, look, he's a smashing fella. I think we're both cut from the same cloth, to be quite honest with you. We've managed to offer him a loan secured against it for £50,000, which I think gets him to where he needs to be. So, yeah, it's winners all round.